Go to questions.
All right.
Just kind of looking back at Houston film, was there anything that stood out that you maybe didn't recognize right during the game?
I mean, other than the obvious, right? I mean, I did think that we had manufactured some open shots and we just blew them. I felt like in watching the 20 missed layups that the majority of them were driving the ball to hopefully get fouled rather than driving the ball to score and driving the ball with a purpose. And then I felt like that our defense, while I felt it was good during the game and we held them to 60 points and all those sorts of things, I felt like that we just had 5 to 6 plays, and half of those plays included 50-50 balls where we just didn't quite come up with them or they out-toughed us. And obviously you have to give them credit for that.
The driving to score versus driving to get fouled, is that an easy thing to flip a switch on, or does that take some?
Yeah, no. I mean, you can either drive it to score it, right? Or you can drive it hoping to get fouled. And I understand maybe what the guys were thinking a little bit, but you know, you should always drive the ball with a purpose, and that is to score. And then if they converge on the ball and you have 2 people on you, you should pass the ball out. You'll have wide open players, right? We talked a lot going into the game about sharing the ball and having a lot of assisted baskets, and you look at our stat sheet, there were not very many assisted baskets.
What stands out about West Virginia?
Pardon me?
What stands out about West Virginia?
They stay within themselves. They have a great plan, they have a good coach, and they execute that plan. Like against Kansas, they had probably 3, 4, 5 things that they were trying to take advantage of in ball screen D, and they stuck with the plan and they did it. They shortened the game knowing that they were short on bodies, and then you know they were as physical and as tough and as aggressive as Kansas was, if not more, right? So hats off to them, man. They did something that very, very few people have been able to do in this league, and that's go win at Allen Fieldhouse.
You think that's exaggerated by the fact it was the opener? I mean,
No, hell no. His record at home is unbelievable.
No. What I'm saying is even more special that
Oh.
Kansas lost a Big 12 home opener.
Well,
I can't remember that ever happening.
yeah, I mean, I've only been in the league 1 year, but I've watched this league for a long
Yeah.
time, and yeah, it's a very special accomplishment for their basketball team, and hats off to them.
Because the people that usually sneak up on Kansas in fog are in the middle of the year somewhere after, you know, kind of a weird scheduling run. This was right out of the gate. That's freaky.
Is there anything, obviously Pat playing his former team, it's kind of a whole different team than what he had. Is there anything that you need to tell him as far as emotions go going into a game like this? Or?
I don't think so. Pat's an even-keeled person. You know, sometimes he probably thinks a little too much because he's a thinker, but he's a great guy, and I'm sure that you know, while he has some special memories there, most of those people that he was fond of and spent his time with, they're no longer there. You know, so I'm sure that while it'll be sentimental for him, and you know, he has a degree from there and those sorts of things, I'm sure he'll be focused on beating West Virginia. I don't worry about that at all.
I asked the guys this, and they didn't quite have an answer. But what makes Chi-Chi's shot fake so effective? Seems like he gets 2 or 3 guys almost in the air every game.
It's very unorthodox. I'd say that first of all, and you know, because he's a good shooter, you've always got to be cognizant of closing out to him and taking away the 3, and then it's just kind of funky. You know, he's always been very good at it. Now he has great facial and eye movement with it. Like he raises you with his eyes as well, which some people don't. Some people do, whatever. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Is that all we got?